Georgia Public Defender's Office says that they're preparing for a 4PF RICO that will ultimately see Lil Baby being indicted. The Public Defender's Office has spoken out and said that they expect a 4PF RICO. This is the one problem, though. This clip that has been going around, it's basically like them playing wiretaps in which we can listen to it right here if you want.
Oh wait, but we should read like the public defender shit first though.
Okay.
Yes.
The head of Georgia PD's gang unit allegedly says that his office is preparing for a 4PF RICO case. He also allegedly says he expects Lil Babies and others to be indicted and charged in the near future. Sean Hoover, who manages the Georgia Public Defenders Council's specialized unit on gang cases, says his office is actively preparing for a racketeering indictment on the 4PF and OMF cases, and that he expects Lil Baby to be indicted with others. So, but if this is all they have right here, I was just watching a video of Lawyers for Workers, aka Mo, reacting to this. This is basically just a wiretap in which there's somebody talking about how Lil Baby has bounties on people's heads. This is not really like evidence of that actually being a thing. They're gonna need way more if they want to make that argument.
Yeah, but no, right? So here, okay, but like here's what's been happening too, right? So there's OMF, which is like Goodfellas, right?
Okay.
And then there's Baby, and there's 4PF. So when Baby filmed his like music video, right? And in Goodfellas like territory,
right?
They slid and they shot up like the neighborhood. Then Baby and them like slid back and they killed Trevante Turner. So then they slid back and on like Baby and them and they killed the 2 13-year-old boys, right? So then there's also a bunch of other murders, like I think 4PF Nate and Dirty Tay, and they killed another person like Jaquan Wilson, right?
Okay.
But then here's the thing though, Keontae Davis was forced to testify because again, this could have just been the 4PF Nate murder, but they actually turned it into a gang case and they forced Keontae Davis to testify that 4PF is a gang and this was done in favor of the gang, right? So then they got the 4PF Nate murder under gang files. Keontae Davis, who was set to be like the lead witness for the 4PF RICO, he got killed like 2 days ago.
Whoa.
So now they're saying, hold up now, bro. All right. And now guess what? With the Goodfellas shit now that Baby and them is actually beefing with where folks have died, for them to allude to there's bags on their head from the 4PF and then the quote unquote gang expert, which is like I call her Vitrio, like the vixen. She's like the same bitch like from like the YSL case who like stole like Young Thug's watches. Just that weird bitch, right? So she's a quote-unquote gang expert. So her thing is she's bad as fuck, so she gets in these like entanglements with like gangbangers, draw information from them, and then like use it against them. So she knows everything that's going on. So she says that they were talking about Lil Baby and people, and he's the one who's like playing bag. So right now, bro, like the RICO is coming for sure because there's been a lot of murders being committed by 4PF. For example, there's another I think 4PF member, and the body cam footage shows that he got booked for a crossfire shooting that killed like a 4-year-old, right? So like there's a lot of deaths being committed by 4PF members, and they're saying even if we can't get Lil Baby as somebody who actually committed something, okay, for example, in the Trevante murder like police report, Lil Baby's name, Dominic Jones, is listed as the gang leader of 4PF. So they're saying that all these murders is being done on behalf of Baby. So yes, this right here don't really prove nothing, but if they have 4PF listed under murders committed in furtherance of the gang, and they're saying that Baby is the head of that, then, they got him.
That's a problem.
Are they going for another state RICO, or this isn't federal, correct?
It's state,
yeah. But, man, they better not fuck this one up, too.
Exactly.
They already
fucked up Trump and Thug.
For that reason, they probably not.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly. If they're going to do it, they're probably going to.
Yeah.
There's no way they're trying to take a third L in a row.
I think that they probably shouldn't even try to do it.
Nah, you got to, bro.
Free them niggas.
I think
2 13-year-olds lost their life, man. You got to, bro.
Free Lil Baby, man. We need Lil Baby on the streets.
Right, because
RP to the youngins for sure, and free Lil Baby for sure.
It's something evil about this multi-millionaire coming through the hood in his bulletproof trucks, in his fucking like millions of dollars, bringing so much chaos to it, and then leaving to go back to his mansion. Meaning, you came in that neighborhood knowing that you had issues with those people, but you was filming this shit to taunt them, and then they slid and shot. You feel me? And shot up like the filming, but it's just a fucked up optics of this multi-millionaire coming through in his gold, leaving so much chaos behind for the people who actually live in those environments to deal with, and then you leaving. You got to be held accountable for that, bro.
I do agree with that. Like, I do think that the optics of it are fucked up, and I do think it's crazy when these rich rappers who made it out of these communities return only to add more disarray. That shit is fucked up, bro. I agree.
Freedom,
yeah, man. Feel me?
But yeah, free them.
Right, but bro, and Baby too thinking like he could dodge the RICO by changing his like fucking like his like label name to like Glass Windows, and then changing his like crew name to CBFW. It's kind of like, bro, you are stupid to think that like, oh yeah, I changed my record label's name, I changed my click name. Oh yeah, that's gonna dodge the RICO. No, bro, listen, bro, there's things that exist, right? Called frequently. No, wait. What does FKA stand for?
Frequently or formerly known as.
Yeah, right.
Known as, yeah.
So like this nigga thought that just changing like the name of the label from like 4PF to Glass Windows was apparently gonna save him from the RICO. It's not. And there was even dumber too is he went on a Yachty interview and he admitted he changed it to avoid the RICO. You're dumb, man.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid. I mean, hey, he should have just became Muslim. Did he already do that?
That nigga Flacco's on
Nah, that's crazy, right?
What's up with maybe Lil Baby could go back to making some decent music again?
I'll be real, man. Listen, man.
Back for a fat minute.
Yeah.
I'll be real, bro. Like that RICO gonna feed, you feel me?
That Wham album.
Gonna feed the streets, man.
That Wham album wasn't feeding nobody.
Huh?
Thank God we got a thug feature.
Is this kind of like the cleansing of like like
Atlanta?
Like all the older rappers need to be moved aside so that the new ones can move into their space that they want.
Who's the new ones though? Like who? Like the underground niggas? But they've been popping for like long enough now to where they're no longer new, right?
I don't know. Yeah, there's not a lot of bright spots for Atlanta right now. In terms of
Atlanta is like New York. It's like LA. It's always gonna have like a strong presence. Like it's cemented in hip hop.
Nah, bro, because New York be having like droughts where like they have no impact.
Correct. Yeah, there's gonna be time periods where they're like right now is a down. But even if you look at New York's down periods, they still will have
like
a handful of the biggest rappers in the world.
Like who's the last technical? I feel like maybe Cardi B, but that's like the last
superstar from New York.
For sure,
superstars.
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke was never a superstar.
Yeah, he was about Ice Spice for sure.
Ice Spice.
That's what I'm saying.
She was never a superstar.
You're wrong. These homies are Taylor Swift, bro.
She may not be Taylor Swift, but she's about as close as you can get as a fucking.
Who?
She has a song with her.
Ice Spice.
I mean, Ice Spice is huge. Like,
no, she's not, bro.
Okay,
bro.
Has LA had anyone as big as Ice Spice?
Yeah, Roddy Ricch right now.
What?
It's bigger than Ice Spice.
Roddy Ricch right now.
Roddy Ricch is bigger than Ice Spice.
Roddy Ricch a couple years ago looked poised to be on that level, but Ice Spice is gigantic. When it comes to rappers, she came out, she made some huge fucking songs, and she became famous on a completely different level.